Welcome back to the Right Corner YouTube channel. In a landmark ruling, Zimbabwe's Supreme Court has dismissed the appeal of former Citizens Coalition for Change MPs who challenged their recall from Parliament. This decision clears the way for the upcoming by-elections scheduled for December 9. Advocate Sihle Ndlovu for the recalled MPs explains.
Yes, can you tell us what happened?
Just a minute.
Yes, we are ready.
It's late for me to take it. Wait, yeah.
My name is Advocate Amanda Sihle Ndlovu. I was representing one class of the appellants, which are the senators. So I'll try my best to summarize and simplify what's taken place today. So before the Supreme Court was two notices of appeal. One on behalf of the first set of members of Parliament who were recalled from Parliament, and then the second appeal related to the senators who were also recalled in the same time period. So this is the very first bunch of recalled members who were recalled. So in these appeals, because they were filed separately, the senators were not included in the members of Parliament appeal. The members of Parliament were not included in the senators' appeal. However, the matters were consolidated for the purposes of hearing. Myself and Advocate Tshabangu were representing the appellants. A point was raised, so it's a technical point. And when I say it's a technical point, it means it has nothing to do with the substance of the matter. It has to do with the paperwork, the technicalities. The point was raised to say that because you excluded my clients from Advocate Mpofu's case, then the appeals are fatally defective. It was an unprecedented point in the sense that there's not any authorities to say that is a fatally defective issue. However, the courts found that even though all the appellants were before the court, they found that the notices were fatally defective, such that those notices were struck off the roll. So what that means, it says go and correct that defect, and the appellants still have an opportunity to then refile those appeals in a manner that complies with this issue that has been raised.
So we're likely to come back to court for this particular matter.
And that far I cannot comment. My brief extends to today's hearing. So what I'm saying is that is a possibility of the matter being brought back. The likelihood of the same, it depends on the clients. If they decide they want to come and give it another go, then we may see the appeal being brought before. But what I need to point out is that would then require a bit of an extension of the time period for the appeal to be heard. So there would still be a bit of work to be done in order for the matter to be reinstated. Go ahead.
Does that have an implication on the election date? Or?
No, it has no bearing on the election date.
Citizens Coalition for Change Deputy Spokesperson Gift Ostalo Siziba has reacted to the landmark ruling by the Supreme Court. He wrote on his X account that our court case seeking recourse against the illegal recall of our members of parliament by an imposter using a forged constitution from another party has been struck off the court's roll. The case was not heard on its merits but rather dealt with on a pre-hearing technicality. Regrettably, this does nothing in terms of determining the case based on the actual merits as things currently stand. On its own, this is quite antithesis of justice delivery based on the constitutional and political interests of this matter, which, if left unresolved on the basis of its merits, threatens to further bastardize the already discredited August 23rd to 24th election. The outcome only further deepens the Zimbabwean crisis, which continuously which continuously to express itself economically, socially, politically, and now constitutionally. It remains a matter for grave interest on our party as the democratic alternative that a regime could embark on such a senseless political expedition that needlessly wastes and misuses millions of state resources, while at the same time undermining the liberation struggle's founding grievances of universal suffrage. It goes without saying that the millions to be wasted on these by-elections could have otherwise been channeled towards service delivery and generally improving citizens' livelihoods. We have insisted that the struggle will continue to take many forms. To that end, it remains our view as the citizens' movement that ultimately the highest court in the land as its people. On December 9th, 2023, we will defeat ZANU-PF and its coward imposter. This is what our gift Osalos had to say in response to the court ruling by the Supreme Court. Let's get to hear what you think about all this. Thank you for watching the Right Corner YouTube channel. Please subscribe and don't forget to comment.